What up, Smooth? What's going on? How you doing? I appreciate you stopping over. What up, Patrick? Thanks for stopping over, man. Yeah, guys, smash that like button. What up, Keon? What up, Sunshine? Glad y'all stopped in. Been a while since I seen you, Sunshine. How you doing? What up, Ashley? I got some rodents thawing out right now. We're gonna do some feeding tonight. I got a handful of stuff here that'll take some frozen thawed, so we're gonna do that. What up, Zom? So we're gonna feed a few things and talk about some stuff here like we usually do. Just let a few people get in here, then I'll talk to you about what we got here, what we're looking at right now. Got a few more regulars that should be in pretty soon. Sue and Tom, and there's Ethan right there. What up, Ethan? Nah, I'm not done with the extra, Ethan. I just got to pull some stuff off with this one here. When we're done with this one tonight, we'll hop over there on the extra and do something. I just had to pay a little bit of attention over here at the Reptarium for a little bit. I kind of neglected it for about 2 weeks. Nah, you're not late, Dysfunction. What up, brother? What up? Yeah, well, it's E2 extra to Troll Bridge. Hey, there's at least 2 of y'all that haven't hit the like button yet. Smash that like button for me. Yeah, that's cool, Ethan. That's cool. Yeah, this is the West African green mamba right here. We're gonna go ahead and feed her tonight. It's a female. That was you that asked about them. I remembered someone over there asked me about the mambas, so I showed I said I'd show you this one. Hell yeah, guys. Like I said, there'll be a couple more rolling in here, and then we'll get to talking. What up? Definitely not prolapse. But, so, probably about another 2 or 3 minutes. What up, Steve? What's going on, buddy? Make sure you smash that like button, Steve. Like I said, I got some rodents stalling out so we can feed a few things. But anyway, guys, for some of the regulars and some of the people that's been here before, what up, Bobby Joe? But for some of the regulars and people that's been here before, you know how I like to do this. I like to start out with a little prayer when I start working with the venomous snakes, and then I move on, talk a little bit about the snake that we're looking at. We'll do a little bit of feeding, and we'll switch over and look at some other snakes. So if y'all will, give me just a minute of silence here in the chat while we say a short little prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift of life and for the wisdom found in all of your creation. As we learn today about the creatures of the world, grant us understanding, grant us respect and humility. Help us to see how knowledge can guide us towards safety, conservation, and harmony with nature. Bless this time and open our minds to learn. And as always, please keep the pointy end of these animals away from me while I work with them. Amen. Guys, right now we're going to talk about one of the most fascinating yet misunderstood creatures of West Africa. This is the West African green mamba. It is scientifically known as Dendrus aspis viridis. Mentioning the word mamba a lot of the times brings fear to people's minds, but many of them imagine, an aggressive killer snake, something that's really fast and deadly and, merciless, however, though, like many animals, that inspire fear, the truth is far more complex than that, and it's far more interesting. The West African green mamba is not just a dangerous snake, it's really a vital part of the ecosystem. It's really a marvel of evolution. It's a very important symbol of why understanding wildlife matters. By learning about this snake, where it lives, how it behaves, and how humans should interact with it, we really replace fear with knowledge and respect. So, the West African green mamba, again scientifically known as Dendro aspis viridis, it's a highly venomous snake native to West and Central Africa. It's in countries where it's commonly found in areas like Ghana, Nigeria, Benin, Togo, in parts of Cameroon, among a few other places that ain't coming to mind right this second. But it's called a green mamba because of the bright green coloration. It really helps it blend in perfectly with the trees and the dense vegetation over there. Unlike a lot of snakes that live on the ground, the green mamba is arboreal, and that just means that it spends most of its life in the trees. The snake can grow, to an average of 6 or 7 feet. Some individuals can get a little bit longer. They have a very slender body, smooth scales, and a very long tail. It's just perfectly designed for speed and agility in the trees. The West African green mamba, prefers tropical rainforest, the coastal forest and the woodland areas. They're often found in trees near human settlements, sometimes plantations and even farms, especially where there's fruit trees, that really attract birds and rodents because that's their main prey. But because of deforestation, and things like urban expansion, encounters between humans and the mambas have become more common. But it's important to understand that these snakes, don't seek out humans. Most bites with these snakes occur when the snake feels threatened, cornered, or surprised. The green mamba is diurnal, and that just means that they're more active during the day. They're very fast, very alert, and they rely on their excellent eyesight to detect movement. These snakes mainly eat, birds, bird eggs, small mammals, rodents. And they really, by controlling rodent populations, this snake is playing a really, really crucial role in maintaining ecological balance. Without predators like the green mamba, rodent populations would grow uncontrollably. One female and one male rodent in their lineage over 1 year can produce over 20,000 offspring. So imagine if we didn't have predators that ate those things. We would be fucking waist deep in rodents in no time. And it would just lead to things like crop destruction and increased spread of disease. So in this way, even a dangerous snake contributes, positively to human life, whether we realize it or not. Nature really just works as a system, and every creature has a role. Removing one species can disturb the entire balance. One of the main reasons that the green mamba is feared is its powerful venom. The venom is primarily neurotoxic. What that means is it affects the nervous system. If it's left untreated, a bite is most likely going to be fatal. It's going to lead to, difficulty breathing, paralysis, and then death. However, an important fact that I really got to emphasize is that green mambas are not aggressive by nature. They prefer to escape rather than attack. And again, bites usually happen when the snake is accidentally stepped on, if it's trapped or handled. With modern medicine, and the access to antivenom, survival rates are much higher when treated, especially if it is done, very quickly after the bite. Educations about snake safety and first aid can really save lives. There's a lot of myths surrounding the green mamba. Some people really believe that they chase humans, that they seek revenge or they attack without reason. And these stories, they are frightening, but they're not supported by science or my own observations. The green mamba's speed is often misunderstood. It is fast, but it uses that speed to escape danger, not to hunt humans. Whenever they're threatened, they may raise their head, open their mouth, and you can hear even a little hiss from these guys. But it's a warning. It's not an invitation to fight, but it's a final signal saying, "Leave me alone." Understanding animal behavior, just helps reduce unnecessary killings of snakes, and it prevents dangerous encounters. In many West African cultures, snakes, just like this mamba, carry symbolic meaning. They may represent wisdom or danger or protection or even spiritual power. Some communities respect snakes as, sacred animals, while others fear them very deeply. These cultural beliefs influence how people respond to snakes. Education can work alongside tradition to really promote safe coexistence rather than fear driven destruction. Even though the green mamba is not currently classified as endangered, as far as I know, its habitat is under constant threat because of things like deforestation, agriculture, and again, urban development. As the forest disappears, snakes are forced, closer and closer to human settlements or human populations, and that just increases the conflict. Conservation doesn't mean removing danger, it means managing our environment wisely. Protecting forests, educating communities, and promoting safe practices. And these can all reduce snake bites, while preserving the biodiversity. We got to remember that humans are not separate from nature, we are part of it. The West African green mamba really teaches us, several important lessons. Fear often comes from lack of knowledge. When we learn facts, fear turns into respect. And every creature has a purpose. I know we've all heard that as kids, everything's got a purpose or whatever. But it's really true, even dangerous animals play a role in sustaining life. And also coexistence is possible, with the proper education and awareness, humans and wildlife can share the same environment absolutely safely. Responsibility matters. How we treat nature today determines the world we leave for future generations. So, I guess in conclusion of all this, guys, the West African green mamba is more than just a venomous snake. It's a symbol of nature's complexity. They're beautiful, they're dangerous, and they're essential. You know, while we must respect its power and take precautions, we should also appreciate its role in the ecosystem. By replacing myths with knowledge and fear with understanding, we become better stewards of the natural world. So let us choose wisdom over panic, and respect over destruction, and learning over ignorance. And guys, I'm going to check on these rodents here quick and see if they are ready to consume. I got to find my feeding tongs here. this snake may take a couple of minutes to eat. Hey, what's up, Trey? Long time no see, buddy. What up, Tom? What up, Sue? What up, Redskin? It's been a minute for you too, buddy. Wow. Wow, everybody's coming out of the woodwork tonight. Good to see everybody. Awesome, awesome. Well, yeah, let me check these rodents here and we'll see what's going on. I have a lot of stuff that's hidden from y'all. There's people that's been watching my channel for 5 months that haven't seen everything I've got. All right. Now, I'm going to adjust the camera so you can see the rodent. And then I will have to back up because, contrary to popular belief, these snakes are very shy and she will not eat unless I give her some space. Getting it pulled up on my phone so I can see the chat, guys. There we go. Okay, let's see. There we go. What up, Roxanne? Finally was able to go see my snakes yesterday for the first time in a while. It was awesome being back in the snake room. That's awesome, Pat, or Trey. I'm glad, buddy. Glad everything's going okay for you. Awesome, awesome, guys. Yes, Redskin, they are absolutely fast like the black mambas. I would say they are arguably faster than the black mamba. This one is at least faster than my black mamba. I'm not sure if that holds true all the time or if it is just so the case with the ones I've got. what we may do is we may move on to another snake, feed another snake, and then I will pay attention to her, and we'll come back to her when she starts to eat that. What she's doing right now, y'all have seen her, sort of lift up and stuff like that. She's just kind of checking her surroundings. I got the camera laying there, so she's kind of curious, what the hell is this, and, whatever. Awesome, Trey. The snakes see so well that I can't even sneak out there to look to see what she's doing up close. Yeah, it is kind of crazy, Redskin. I've had a bunch of people say they look like feathers, or something as well. But yeah, we'll check out another one. So, guys, as you can see, I have finally decided to activate the monetization on the channel. I did not do that for several months. I just never really, it was never about money, and it's still not 100% about it, but there are some snakes I would like to purchase, and I figured I would start the monetization. That way, if anybody wants to, contribute towards any new animals, it's available. So, and then we also, now people can do it however they want if they choose to do any donating, but I'll also put the Cash App link up there because then YouTube doesn't get 30% of it. I was filming our Gabby and she was not impressed with a big eye looking at her. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move this girl out of the way, I believe. And we will feed something else while we wait for her to start eating. After she starts, we shouldn't have any trouble, putting the camera on her to watch her. She's just a little cautious about getting started eating, so. But I've got a few things to feed tonight. Let me go ahead and sit the camera over here just a minute while we get something ready here. Alright, girl, I'm sorry, but I'm going to move you out of the way a minute so we can get this rattlesnake. go. Okay. Actually, you know what? I gotta grab this other pair of rattlesnakes quick too. I haven't fed them in a couple of weeks, so they need something thrown to them. Big girl. You need water, big girl. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta get some water in a little bit. Let's see, who are you? Are you who I think you are? Okay. Alright. Let me see how I can get myself uncornered here. Okay. Alright, what up, Mystic? Alright guys, let me get the camera moved over. Now these two here may not eat directly on camera either. I might have to let it in their enclosure and then, you know, whatever. But we'll take a look at them quick. Alright, so I believe I'm going to feed the smaller one first in the back right there. Oh shit, come on, come on. Hey dude, hey, there you go. Yep, couple Western Diamondbacks. Yes, I do have Mojave. Yes, sir. This is kind of a small meal for this snake right here, but no, yeah. Let me get the longer tongs here. These guys are pretty crazy little snakes. Here we go. Man. Oh, here. Tell you what, guys. Until after you eat, let me have this. Here. Here, let me have this. Here. There. What up, dude? What up? Yeah, you got to be careful with two of them in there, that's for sure. That's for sure. That's why I went for the bigger tongs. I got to get them some water while I got this open too real quick. And then we're going to move on to another snake too, because these guys probably are not going to eat on camera. They'll eat, but they just ain't going to do it while we're watching. I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm getting some water, then I'll check the comments. I'll show the white speck here in just a bit, buddy, for sure. Alright, there you go, guys. There's some water. Okay? There's some water. Now, you keep your little ass in there. Don't you even try it. Don't you even try it. Come here. Come here. Let's give these guys a close-up. Come here. Come here. Here. She don't like being on a hook. Come here, girl. Come on. Come here, little girl. Hey. All right, all right. Maybe you'll be a little better. Here, let's try it. Here. Let's give these guys a close-up of you. Here. Come on, turn around. Turn around. There you go. Come on. Come on, let's back up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. There you go. Nope, you're not going to climb the hook on me, okay? No, no, sir. No, sir. But guys, right there, that tail, obviously, you know, the coloration of that tail, you can see why it has been called the coon-tail rattler, you know, back in the old Western movies and stuff, you know, the old coon-tail rattler. But that snake there is a Western diamondback rattlesnake, scientifically known as Crotalus atrox. Now, I will show you, these two here are a Texas locale. And just to show you the variation between different locales, I'm going to go grab another Western to show you. Give me just a minute here to grab another one. I gotta give her water anyway, so we might as well show her. Come on, bitch. Okay. Come on, you piece of shit. Okay, let me get this enclosure lid up. Oh, you pooped. Yep. Ew, you pooped. You took a dump, Snaky. Alright, guys, so now, like I say, the last two was Texas locale. This one right here come from a little farther north. Now this one will have babies next year. She was bred this year. So she will, she'll produce a clutch of babies next fall. Yeah, Mystic, y'all got a lot in common. But yeah, this girl here, she is a very, very spicy girl. See, you know, they're not aggressive. They're just very, very defensive animals. No, she ain't gonna stay on the hook for me. She just ain't gonna do it, and I don't have somebody here with me to spot. So there you go, girl. There you go. Yeah, she's got a very poor attitude right now. Yeah, naturally they're going to defend themselves. That's right. Hey girl, let me get you at least some fresh water. Okay, here. You can bite the tongs all you want. I'm going to clean that pile of shit out of there. Okay? There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, there. We got the greasy pile of shit. Now let me get you some water. Okay? Let me get you some fresh water. Alright, I got her water in there now. But anyway, as I was trying to explain a little bit ago, the black and white banding on the tail is where they got their name Coontail Rattler back in the western days and stuff. Yeah, you like her better than the other two? Well, the next one I'm about to show you, I think you'll like even a little bit better than that. So, now, if any of y'all have ever heard that bullshit story that a snake can strike about half of its body length, I'm going to tell you that does not hold true for every snake. This snake right here that you're looking at can strike every bit of its entire body length. This snake will launch itself off the ground when it strikes. It is crazy. Crazy. This thing can strike like mad. Alright, so now let me move these guys out the way and then I will show you another rattlesnake. One more and I'll get the camera focused on something here. And we're going to feed this next one, because this next one will eat on camera. No problem. Alright. Let's see here. What's up, big guy? You ready for this? Huh? You ready to eat, Bubba? Alright, let me get the little tripod here. Now this dude here, he would eat a rock out of a toilet if you'd let him. So there's no fear of him not eating. Here, I want to look through this side. There we go. Oh, shit. Alright, let me grab the tongs and get him a rodent, and we will feed him. Alright. So. Man, fast strike, very fast strike. Now he'll only mess around for about a minute here, and then he'll go right on to nailing the damn thing. So guys, this one right here is what's known as a tangerine albino western diamondback rattlesnake. It is the same rattlesnake as the last three we looked at, only this one here has been, selectively bred for these orange and yellow colors. Some rattlesnakes, are often feared, as we know, and this particular version just kind of reminds us that nature's not only powerful, but it's also incredibly beautiful. The tangerine albino is not a separate species. It's just a color morph of the western diamondback rattlesnake. These guys are scientifically known as Crotalus atrox. Their bright orange, cream, and white coloration just makes them stand out from the more familiar brown and gray rattlesnakes that we were just looking at. The term albino just refers to a genetic condition that reduces or eliminates dark pigments. In this case, the snake lacks black pigment, which allows the bright tangerine and pale yellow colors to appear. The striking appearance is rare, and in wild animals is most often, not seen. It's usually only seen in the captive bred specimens. Now, an albino does occur naturally in the wild. However, their survival rate is very, very slim because they're unable to blend in. Um, it would just make, survival difficult in nature, because it really reduces their camouflage. It just kind of reminds us that what we find attractive is not always what nature favors. Um, the western diamondback is native to southwestern United States and northern Mexico. They live in the deserts, the grasslands, the rocky hillsides, and the scrublands. They're a ground-dwelling snake. They're well adapted to the harsh, dry environments. Like all rattlesnakes, they're named, for the rattle on the end of their tail, which they use as a warning signal, rather than attacking. The snake rattles to say, "I'm here, don't come any closer," or "please don't step on me." The western diamondback is venomous. They use their venom to subdue prey, such as rodents and some other small animals. The bites can be dangerous. It is important, though, to understand that rattlesnakes are defensive. They're not aggressive. Almost every rattlesnake bite occurs, when people ignore the warning signs or attempt to handle or harm the snake or accidentally step on them. But whenever they're left alone, the rattlesnakes, just prefer to remain hidden, or run. They like to retreat. The western diamondback does play an important role in controlling rodent populations, as we said about with the mamba, and that really helps protect the crops and limit the spread of disease. Even venomous snakes serve a very valuable purpose in maintaining the balance of nature. Removing predators like rattlesnakes can create long-term problems for the ecosystems, which in turn creates problems for us humans. But something that I think we can learn, is that the tangerine albino western diamondback rattlesnake just sort of teaches us that beauty can exist in unexpected places. And that fear often comes from misunderstanding. And that warnings should be respected, and maybe even that every creature has a role in nature. So the tangerine albino, is a powerful example of, nature's diversity. It demands respect and caution, but it also deserves appreciation and understanding. And by learning about animals like this snake, we grow wiser and safer and more respectful to the world around us. I, at one time, did not really like the morphs when it comes to snakes. I like the wild types better. But as the years went by for me with snakes, I started to really like the morphs, not just because they're visually, appealing to me, but because they're a great educational tool. If I am showing just a normal western diamondback rattlesnake like the three we looked at before this guy, anybody that was scrolling past, would have just kept right on scrolling, but with a snake, when you're going by and you see a bright orange and yellow snake like this, rattlesnake, your brain's going to say, "Hey, what the hell is that? That's pretty cool." And you're going to stop and maybe listen to what I'm saying for a couple of minutes. And it just helps me be able to, get a little bit of education out there for people. And, maybe teach people that, beauty and danger can coexist, and maybe we can replace some fear with some respect. You son of a bitch, the camera's going to fall. There we go. Why you keep moving on me, Bubba? I'm trying to keep you on camera. Fucking tripod's a piece of shit. There we go. But Where the fuck is my damn chat? I can't get the chat to come up. What the hell? Yes, it is Tangerine Albino. Yes, yes, yes. I guess my chat was behind. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to show the spec. Absolutely. Give me just a couple of minutes here. All right, it looks like Snitch has finished his meal. So now that he has finished, let me get him out of the way. And we have a request to look at the white spec. So we'll take a look at the white spec here. And then I have to feed a bush viper. Let me see here. All right, give me just a second and we will show the spec. Okay, let me sit this down just a minute. Over here, Bubba. Okay. All right, girl. I cannot take her out and handle her right now because I just fed her, and these white specks are very, very sensitive to, you know, anything after they've eaten. So I will get you a look at her here. I will put the light on her so you can see her better. Let me get the light adjusted, or hopefully you can see her better. I don't know if the light's going to do anything spectacular from this far back, but we will see, I reckon. Oh, come on, bitch. Here, let's do this. Yeah, I can't get a good look at her like that. Here, let's do this. Hey, it looks like somebody sent a super chat. Thank you for that, whoever did that. That's the first time I've ever seen one come up like that, but I appreciate it. I don't know who did it. I can figure it out, but thank you. Let's see here. Let me find my little thing here to hook it up right here. Plug this in. There we go. That's a little gooder. All right. Paper mache. Guys, for those of you that don't know, the rattle is made up of keratin. Keratin's the same thing that our fingernails, and actually our hair is keratin as well, but it's the same thing our fingernails are made out of. And I actually have a rattle here that I'll show you a close-up of when we're done to show you how it works. Some people believe that, you know, the rattle is hollow and basically has beads inside of it, but that's not the case at all. It's interlocking segments that just knock together to make that noise. There is a muscle in the tail, a specialized muscle that is actually called the tail shaking muscle, that every movement of the tail, or I'm sorry, every movement of the tail causes it to click, and they can rattle that rattle or click that rattle like 60 times per second. Yeah, you may need to get that looked at for sure. Yeah, Bobby Joe, I still mess with the snake. Are you still messing with the snake, Bobby Joe? Where you been, Redskin? Have you been in jail or something? What the heck? All right, hey guys, I got to show y'all this. I got to try to do this kind of quietly, but let's see here. Let me grab the camera. There you go. As I told you, you know, she just is very shy. Like I say, contrary to popular belief, mambas are very shy animals. Just working nonstop, hell yeah. Are you still here, Trey? Hell yeah. I was just making sure you didn't have another seizure in the middle of my damn stream. Nah, man, it's really good to see you, buddy. I worried about you there, and I busted my phone, so I didn't have your phone number anymore. And so I couldn't even send you a text message in the last couple of weeks. And guess while we're watching that mamba eat, let me find my hook, and I'm going to get somebody else ready to look at. It's a fan favorite here, so I'm sure the new people will enjoy this snake as well. Yeah, send my number back to me, or send your number back to me again, Trey, please. Probably easier to move this than the other way around. Let go, girl. Let go. Come on. Let go. There you go. Let go. Come on. Here. Here. Let go. Let go. You always make me destroy the whole damn place to get you out. Jesus. Good night, Redskin. I bet, buddy, I bet. Where are we at here? Thank you, Incredible. Smash that like button. like that little tiny mamba finished swallowing his rodent. Her rodent. So, now I will adjust the camera for the next animal. Again, this is a snake that many of you regulars have seen several times, but there's some newbies that probably like to see her. Nature is really crazy. Look, whoop, 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 whoop. Hey girl, hey, hey, why ain't you jumping? Hey, there you go. Come on, turn around here. Ah, there you go. There you go, good girl. Here. There you go, good girl. Hey, there you go. Get out here where we can see you. There you go. This girl here is a Tremorosaurus. Fuck. Why am I drawing a blank? Tremorosaurus insularis. It is the white-lipped pit viper. This is a subspecies of the white-lipped pit viper. This is the white-lipped island pit viper. The white-lipped pit viper is native to like Southeast Asia, Indonesia, and then the white-lipped island pit viper, specifically this one, the blue insularis, is found only on the Komodo Island. Someone was asking for a blue snake, was they? Well, I have a blue snake for you. There you go, guys. I moved it in super close, and it really shows the blue color now. Hopefully it shows it on your end too. Awesome, awesome. Oh, shit. Where's my hook? Get her to turn back over here. Hey, what are you doing looking that way? There you go. There you go. I make the rules around here. Okay? All right, little girl. Little girl. Hey. Hey. Why you want to hide your face? You know shit around her. This snake has fucking bluff struck me 2 times now. Nah, I'm safe tonight, guys. I'm in a safe position. I'm behind the tripod, you know, like, I'm good. I just got careless that one night. This spot right on the tip of her nose, right. Oh shit, now it damn turns, so I can't. That is a spot from pushing. Hey, hey girl, hey, hey. Woohoo. Hey girl, hey. Where are you going? Anyway, that's a spot from pushing. Whenever she is gravid, about 2 days before she starts to lay her babies, or give birth, I guess you'd call it, before she starts to give birth, about 2 days before, she starts pushing in her enclosure really, really bad, and then she digs the substrate up and makes it like a hole in the substrate, like an indent, and lays her babies in there. So she bangs her nose up every time she breeds. Yeah, mention it and she hides. Come here, girl. Hey, come here. Let's see your nose. Let's see your nose. Come here. Let's see your nose. Hey. Woohoo. Hey, girl. Hey, pretty girl. Hey. Hey, pretty girl. Hey. Hey, pretty girl. But yeah, that is a scar from pushing. Hey. There you go. There you go, girl. There you go. Here. There you go. Yeah, that's just a scar from pushing. What up, Bobby Joe? There it is. Sue want to talking to you. All right, yeah, I'll talk to Sue. Bobby Joe, you never answered me last night. Zombula, the guy in our chat that starts with a Z, his name's Zombula. He's looking for a girlfriend. He asked about you. Hey, big girl. Hey, big girl. You want me to give you a mouse? I don't know. You don't need a mouse. You just ate the other day. I'm not going to give you one. Because I know you'll eat it because you're a big fat girl. No, I'm not joking. He's shy. He's shy, Bobby Joe. He gets embarrassed easy. You know this snake already. It's the blue Insularis, Bobby Joe. I don't think we... Oh, yeah, her name is Nicole. The snake's name is Nicole. Guys, there is memberships available now. When y'all buy a membership, you get a free virtual Reptarium pocket knife. When you buy a membership, you just email me and let me know that you have bought a membership. They're $4.99, and I will send you a virtual Reptarium pocket knife. Yeah, that glacier, whatever. I remember that, but yeah, it's funny. Hey, Sue, what do you want to talking to me about? Yeah, he's commenting right now because he's bisexual and he's got a thing for queerness, but he's got a thing for Bobby Joe as well. So I've been trying to hook him up with both of them. And I don't blame him because his girlfriend's fat and she's short and she's 13. So I don't know. I mean, a little gross, but her mom says it's okay. She has permission. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. I forgot all of you guys don't know, Zom and Ashley, and stuff like I do. I'm joking. He's not with a 13-year-old. I am joking 100%. I always fuck with his old lady and say that she's a fat 13-year-old. So, it's a joke. Insensitive. Alright, big girl, come on. Come on, we gotta move on. We gotta move on to the next one. Come on, you're gonna make me fight, aren't you? Alright, I'm gonna let y'all look at another snake while I wrestle her out of the tree. Because it's always a task to get her out of the tree. These blue Encelarises or any arboreal snakes have what's called a prehensile tail. So essentially their tail is like a damn hand wrapped around a branch holding on for dear life. And then when they have a pointy end, a venomous pointy end like this girl, it makes it extra rewarding to try to take her out of the tree. So Tom's kissing ass for some reason. I don't really know what that's all about, but he's certainly kissing ass tonight. Alright, so I'm going to fight her out of the tree real quick, and I'll be right back with y'all. What up, Blind Justice? Are you the Blind Justice that I think you are? Mike? Yeah, if that's Michael, then yeah, I know who you are. We've talked, it's been a couple of years now, but we have discussed a few things in the past. Alright, girl, come on. Come on, let go of that tree. Oh, shit. Shit, girl. Shit. Shit, girl, come here. Come here. Hey, 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 hey. Jesus, girl. Shit. Be careful. Jeez. We don't want to hurt you. Holy crap. No, you gotta get your head in there. You're gonna get hurt. Stop it. Alright, I got you. I got you, brother. I know who you are then. You can open that lid right up and she won't even come out.
Really?
Yeah.
She'll hang out in the water bowl.
Yeah, she just hangs out in there.
She's really chill.
She good.
Oh, did she urge? Yeah, that was too big.
I didn't feed it to her.
Oh, really? Oh, that's, okay, I got you. Yeah, he had better before we got her.
Well, that's a pretty big fucking meal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's big. That's not small. That's a big old fucking meal.
Yeah, that's fucking big as shit.
Let's see, I've got a plastic bag here.
Here, I got one right here.
I got one.
I bet you she just did that 'cause it's wet.
Yeah, it's got to be there. And very,
I fucking slid this container and shit. It's new to her. And
I was pretty scared of it. That ain't small at all.
no, here, let me get some of this bedding here.
Yeah.
It's nasty. I'll give her a week or so and
Feed her. Good that she's nice and calm like that, though.
yeah. Okay. I need to get heat under her somehow. But we didn't go to Walmart.
I'll do that in the morning.
All right, so I guess we will feed Casper while we're at it. Oh, shit. Hey, Casper. Hey, Bubba. Hey. Casper, hey. Casper, hey. Ah. What's your question, Bobby Joe? Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool, but I have a blind snake. Bobby Joe, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to tonight. I have to do a live stream on my other channel when I'm done on this one tonight. Otherwise, I would. right, brother. Sounds good. Thanks for stopping by, Dysfunction. I'm only gonna be live for just a little bit yet. I got one more snake after this to feed, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Yeah, Bobby Joe, I'll be going live tomorrow night. Tom, I wish I would have had a way to bet everybody that somebody would type the word Pepsi after I did that. I knew it was coming. Boy, Casper's really fucking around tonight, isn't he? Yeah, yeah. Well, you didn't go wrong, I'll tell you that. Hey, Mike, how the fuck do you watch YouTube, bro? Yeah, he definitely likes it ass first. But he is starting to get the head. He's starting to. Mystic, come on now. Quit cussing on my channel. That's right. Sue, you quit your fucking cussing too. Yeah, no drug talk. We don't talk about coke in here. And definitely no flirting. Except for Bobby Joe. She's allowed to flirt with Zombula. With Zombula. I tell you what, I was talking to a guy earlier about a Chinese banded king cobra, and the price he wanted, he was trying to get rid of a snake and a few blowjobs, I think, because like his price was just a little high. I had no fucking manners with the price he told me. Bobby Joe, shut up. I'll put you in timeout for a week, Bobby Joe. That's what I'm saying. A reach around or something. I mean, that guy, he didn't even fucking spit on it. I literally felt like I got violated and I didn't even purchase the thing. I mean, no shit. This guy told me. I saw the snake and I hit the guy up asking him. And, you know, on the high end, they go for about $3,500, $3,600. You know, on a reasonable end, they go for about 25 to 28. This guy actually had the nuts to tell me $4,200 plus shipping. And like, I'm telling you, man, I still can't sit down. Like, and it's been a few hours now. I'm just joking, Bobby Joe. Oh, fuck, here it goes. He's 41, Bobby Joe. He's 41. Don't let him lie. He's shy. I was just joking about timing you out, though, Bobby Joe. I'm just joking. Don't get serious. I'm sorry. He's lying, Bobby. He's 41. He's 41. He's a perfect age. You want his email? I'll send you his email. Oh yeah, he was definitely trying to throw in a Blumpkin or a Cleveland Steamer or something. Guys, check this out. I'm sorry I got to take the camera away from this, but I hope you guys can see it without me scaring him. But look, this Massasauga rattlesnake right here. I have a female. I have a gravid female rattlesnake in here. It's not a Massasauga, but it's a female rattlesnake. This guy right here is putting on a little show for breeding. You see how his tail's straight up in the air right there? Look, and he's dragging it around. He's scenting his cage to keep the competition away. Yes, sir, I'm going on E2 tonight. Yep. Absolutely. There you go, guys. Here's a pretty guy to look at. Look at that. Look. He giving us a little pretty show. Huh, Bob? Pretty Bob. Pretty Bob. Pretty Bob. All right. So, now, this girl here, I don't know what her deal is, but she's been taking a little bit of persuasion lately, but she eats, but she's taking a little persuasion. Stop, drop, shove down, open up, shop. Oh, no. And I'll get right. gonna smash Bobby Joe while looking her in the eye. Hey, pretty girl. Hey. Hey, pretty girl. Hey. Pretty girl. Hey. Whoa. Pretty girl. Hey. It's right here, pretty girl. Hey. Hey. Ah. Yeah, it's a West African bush viper, Atheris clorechus. This is not a squam, it's an Atheris clorechus. I don't know if I can get this shit out the way or not. Yeah, definitely, Ashley. And definitely, Tom, I think you're right. So, Bobby Joe, do you see the picture beside Zombula's name? If so, do you think he's cute? That was his Halloween makeup that's on his face, but you got to kind of look past that. You can't look past it. Thanks for the help, Sue. I'll get her out and give y'all a little closer of a look here. Come here, pretty girl. I gotta fix your perch. It has fell down a little bit. Come here, pretty girl. Hey. Come here, pretty girl. Hey. There we go. There we go. Look at you, pretty girl. Hey. Look at you. All right. Come here, big girl. All right. Come here, big girl. All right. But the Atheris chlorechus has these little yellow dots. You out, Mystic? Have a good night, buddy. All right. So now I got another one here that I gotta feed. I guess I'll just have to feed her a handful of pinkies, I guess, because I don't have anything big enough for her, but I think she wants to eat tonight, so let me get a hold of her here. Hey, what's up, big girl? Hey. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. Alright, let me grab a little rodent. Warm it up. I don't even know if she's gonna take these because of how small they are, but we're gonna try. Hey girl, hey. Hey girl, hey. Hey. Hey girl, hey. You know what? Actually, I got some bigger ones right over here. Let me go get one. I forgot. I have a couple of live ones that are a little bigger. So we're gonna be doing a live one here, guys. But I don't have a choice. She's got to eat. So we squeeze by here and go get one. Alright, so they ain't much bigger actually, but they or live, so she'll probably take it a little more readily. Sorry about this, guys, but you're gonna probably hear some squeaking. Come on, Mama. Hey. Come on, Mama. Hey, Mama. There you go. Come on. Come on over here where I can reach. You don't want it? I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to force you. No. No. Okay. She's not going to eat tonight. She's not going to eat tonight. She's not gonna eat tonight. I think I know somebody that will eat these though. Shit. Come on. I got him here. Here, let me bring him over here quick. One-eye, one-arm, fine purple people eater. Fine purple people eater. After this fella does his deed, I got something else for you. Be a couple. Probably if I can't get mine this night. So, yeah, but we'll keep a couple, maybe 2, 3 each time, you know. Yeah.
No, he didn't. Never did. Never did. You grab it one, two, I mean, they handle it like I think they were defensive like they were. They were never really good food, but keep grabbing like but you never really held on. I know. But I talked to the dude tonight. He has one that is eating the feet stick. Okay. He normally sells them 1,600 after 6 feet. Okay. He says he gives them 800. Either way, you can burn but I can fucking, send fucking versions. But yeah, so, and you basically, I would start with sending almost right away. You maybe get the mouse sent one for snakes at first, and then slowly, maybe even stuff, but maybe even that snake. Right. And then slowly start getting the snake out of it. Yeah, so. But dude even said, he said, I will send you, there'll be a little while for it. Right. Just waiting on guys from Pennsylvania to develop the country. I think one of them. Where did you guys live? But he said they'll get a video and feed. Alright guys, so I got one to show y'all here. Let me give this guy another one quick. We're not going to watch him eat this next one, but here, it's right here, dude. It's underneath you. Here, I know it's a little cool. Here. No, you don't bite the tongs, you dick. Here. There you go. But anyway, so I'm going to let this guy eat. I'm going to sit him over here. And this is something that some of y'all are very familiar with, these little guys. Let me get the camera adjusted. Some of y'all are familiar with these guys. But I've got something to show y'all that you ain't got to see just yet. Zoom out a little so you can see the whole thing, no matter where he flops. There we go. Now, hopefully he'll do. Yep, there he goes. Boom. So you guys are getting to witness a baby timber rattlesnake eating. Are you out of here, Tom? Good night, Tom. JT, think about me while you're in the shower. Will you think about me? Yeah, they do look strange all by themselves. I've only got 2 of them left. Rattlesnake Jake went to live with my son. This guy don't give a fuck. He's eating it sideways. He don't give a fiddlers.
Yeah, Rattlesnake Jake went to live with my son, and then all the rest of them went to a college up in Illinois for research. It is live research, though. It's live research. Trey, I I am not mad. I just got to remove that to show moderation, buddy. But that was funny as shit for real. I'm not upset at all. I just wanted to let you know why I removed it. What happened, if you don't mind me asking? Are you talking about why they went for research? Because of snake fungal disease. I treated snake fungal disease in these babies and I successfully treated it. So now they are doing live research to see, you know, I guess what and how and why I was able to treat it successfully. Oh, no, the rattlesnake Jake was another baby timber. My son just wanted to have a snake, at his house. So I let him take, rattlesnake Jake to live at his house with him. And then the others I sent to the college for the research. And then I don't live where I'm at right now. I was down here doing some remodeling work for the last 2 months. And so I have snakes out there where I live, but I brought all these snakes here over the last 2 months slowly to be able to do live streams. Hell yeah, Trey. These little dudes just finally started eating on their own. Just finally started. Oh no, no divorce situation, man. There ain't no way in hell I can ever fucking do that. I don't know if you saw the short video I posted today, Trey, but that was that yellow phase female that had snake fungal disease really bad too. She's doing great. Yep, yep. Sue was here since day one of these little tiny babies. Yeah, I actually didn't even brumate anything this year. I kept everything awake. I'm just gonna keep them awake the rest of the winter now and just keep feeding straight through. Over the last couple of days, Trey, we have introduced a few new cobras to our collection. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, yeah. I understand it. All right, brother. Have a good night, Mystic. We'll talk with you a little later. You know, Mystic, I have another channel. It's called E2 Extra, ETWEXTRA. And we will be live on there after here. Oh, yeah, there's no snakes there. It's a troll channel, but
Maybe get her to take a fucking thawed one now. I got the one baby to take a thawed one now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's gonna be nice and bright yellow. You know, he's gonna be super pretty. Super pretty little feller. What the hell, buddy? Why'd you let that lay? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you know what? I have one more rodent. I got to figure out who I want to give it to. I guess I could give it to Snitch, you know, because we know Snitch will slam it. But I also have this Timber here. We can give it to this Timber. Let's see if this Timber will take it. The fuck? Can't have a smoke alarm fucking chirping. No fucking way. Yeah.
Ay, ay, fucking ay. More patience than I have got. More patience than thou. My brother and Alright, we'll give this timber an opportunity. If he says no, we'll give it the snitch. Bubba, hey. Hey, Bubba. Hey. You don't want it? Do you want it, Bubba? Do you want it or not? Here. Okay. Okay, so he has thing. What the fuck? Oh, fuck you. Fuck your face. Fuck you right in the face again, whore. Fuck you. Yeah, I'll figure out a different light. Yes, ma'am. This is one of the recovering ones. Sure is. I know the light sucks, but when I turn this light on, you get a hell of a glare. I can try to adjust it up to get rid of the glare, and I don't think, though, I don't think it's going to work. Let me see. Yeah, see, nothing I do gets rid of the glare. I don't know. Yeah, he's doing really well. Oh, yeah, that's how it works, Trey. Oh, yeah, they definitely do it on purpose. We got a pretty decent angle here. But this is the largest meal I have fed him since being sick. So, and as you can see, he's even going in the shed and he's still eating. Hey, Sue, get a syringe, like a 3 ml syringe, or as a matter of fact, if you have insulin syringes that I told you to get for giving it medicine back then, take one of them insulin syringes and cut the end off of it, the needle end. Matter of fact, I have one here somewhere. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. Okay. Alright, so you'll take your insulin syringe right here, and you'll take it and you'll cut it off right here, right at the little air gap that's in there. Just cut it clean off. I'll actually do it to show you. I don't know if these scissors are going to cut it, but you can use a knife. Let's see if I can bust it off now that I scored it. There we go. Okay, so anyway, when you're done, you should look like this, Sue. So anyway, now what you're going to do is you're going to take a spoon or a little container, you know, whatever. Take a container and take some mealworms and smash them mealworms up and put a little bit of water with them. You kind of want them to be, I don't know, like a stew consistency, you know. And draw them up in your syringe however you have to. Just draw them up in your syringe. You don't want to do a fucking shitload because, you know, it's a little stomach on them things. But I would say if you draw it up about 80 units right there, full of that shit, get that lizard's mouth open and put the syringe on back, you know, put it a good ways into its mouth. Just be gentle, you know, and get it in there. You can actually take a lighter, and after you cut the end of your syringe, to get any sharp edges off, and just sort of put a little heat to it so it'll round off any sharp edges, like this. You know, just, you don't want to melt the shit out of it. You're just trying to get rid of sharp edges. So you just give it a little heat like that. That'll round over any sharp edges. And then you can take any type of water-based lubricant, like KY jelly or something, and smear on the outside of the syringe. And then, like I say, take your gecko, get its little mouth open, and shove that syringe probably about that far in, you know, right till it's at its throat. And then just slowly, very slowly, work that mealworm slurry on down. Boom. Meal or superworms, whatever. But just do that, and do that about every other day for, you know, just a few times, you know. Do it 3 or 4 times every other day. And make sure it has adequate heat, you know, high temperatures, so it can digest it good. But do that because, yeah, I would do it, Sue. The thing is you either can try this and risk pushing him over the edge, or you can just let him die. That's the 2 options. Unfortunately, it sounds rough, but I would do it. Definitely do it. Get some food and some water into him. If you get some nutrients into that lizard, I really think that will help turn him around. Bobby Joe, me and Sue's talking about an animal right now. You're going to have to relax. Yes, you could sprinkle a little bit. Is it the powdered vitamin or liquid? Either way, yes, you could do a little bit. If you have any what's that stuff called, bounce back or something, you know, like the electrolyte powder for chickens, or even go get some unflavored Pedialyte and mix your mealworm slurry with that. That way, you know, it's getting a lot of electrolytes with what you're force feeding it. Okay, you got liquid and powder, okay, on the vitamin. Yeah, so if you have liquid, I would say, yeah, put a little bit of the liquid vitamin with the mealworm, and then a little bit of water as well, or unflavored Pedialyte. Okay, you had to do that with the cottonmouth? Yeah, absolutely, Trey. So I think, you know, if the animal has not passed away, you know, in the last few days since you first told me about this, I think it stands a chance of recovery. So I would most certainly try this. All right, Bobby Joe, we'll see you tomorrow night. Time to go. Have a good night. I'm kicking you out for the night. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. But yeah, Sue, I would do that as soon as possible if I were you. The sooner the better. All right, guys. Well, the what's that? Okay, was just going to tell Trey for good night. I'm glad he's back, Mr. Bay. Yeah, I don't know if Trey left. It says one person, so he may have left. But if not, good night, Trey, and everybody else. Sue, thank you as always. Thank you, Tom. Zom, Ashley, Ethan, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by, and we'll see y'all tomorrow night again. Tonight turned out to be a fairly good stream. Last night wasn't bad either. I got about 800 views last night. I'll let you know tomorrow night what we got tonight, so things are bouncing back one more time. But everybody have a good night. And Sue, let me know tomorrow night how that force feeding goes, please. Or shoot me a text or something when you go to do it. Whoop whoop.